Hello again, everyone. I hope you had a good lunch. This is the one day of the year you get to have lunch like a grown-up, so we hope you enjoyed it. This afternoon, we're talking about DDMs, District Determined Measures. I think, though, that maybe using some different language might be helpful. Let's say that today we're focusing on rigorous district assessments instead of DDMs. When you break that down, rigorous district assessments, it just feels more like who we are. Rigorous instruction that allows students to develop and practice using concepts and skills that are deep, and allows them to approach challenging and ambiguous problems that carry real-world significance in a multitude of settings. That's rigor. That makes sense to us. District. These need to be assessments which span schools, not specific to your school or my school or this school or that school, but that cross our attendance borders, treating students and teachers as part of a system as well as part of a school. Assessments. You know how to measure performance. You do this formally and informally every day. Assessments do not need to be hundreds of items long or unbelievably complex. They simply need to measure the learning that is most crucial to a student's development as a learner in a given subject area. Can any of you remember a time when you sat for an exam and just had no clue? For some of you, the studious among us, this probably only happened in your nightmares. For some of us, though, this reality was just that, a reality. Before I get into the heart of this conversation, take a look at this video about testing.
You may open the envelopes containing your papers. The exam starts now. 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. At the end, with those who answer the green calculus papers, please put them in the green box. And those who answer the white trigonometry papers, please put them in the white box. Stop writing, please. I said stop writing. Will you stop writing?
Well, as some of you know, I find Mr. Bean not only terribly funny, but also terribly true sometimes. We've all been there with an exam or a test. The panic that sets in when we come to the realization that in spite of our efforts, or in some cases because of a lack of effort, we're not quite ready to show off what we know. While we probably do not generally go to the lengths that Mr. Bean goes to in order to get through the test, think of his several attempts to cheat. We can all recall a time when we or someone we know had that oh no moment. Which brings us around to rigorous district assessments. Measures that, by the way, do not need to be tests, but can take several forms, including portfolios, writing assignments, or some other way that lets a student show what they know. I like that phrase, show what they know. It rhymes, which I like, but more importantly, it illustrates what the point of what this work is really all about. Giving students across the district the opportunity to show what they know and to show what they can do on some common measure outside of the MCAS or PARCC test. It lets students illustrate that they know more, are more skillful, have deeper knowledge, and own a better understanding after several months with a teacher than when they walked through the door at the beginning of the year. I suggest we not get hung up on the evaluative nature of DDMs at this point. Let's be honest about a few things. Neither the MTA nor the UEP is going to let DDMs roll over their membership in negative ways. Neither superintendents nor principals nor any administrators across the Commonwealth or here locally have a desire to use DDMs to set anyone up or to force anyone out of the profession. I do not believe any district has totally owned the challenge of DDMs yet. I think we can agree that these measures have the potential to be one more tool, one more way to examine our professional work at moving students forward intellectually and in terms of skills development. So let's reframe the DDM conversation and development of DDMs this way. Let's approach them as rigorous district assessments. We need to develop some ways to fairly, accurately, and practically measure that students are leaving us with better skills and deeper understandings than when they first entered our classrooms. We need some measures that cut across the geographical lines and school attendance maps to examine our students on a citywide basis. We believe these measures are going to be most powerful when many voices inform their creation and use. The session you're about to begin is yet another opportunity for your voice to be heard in this assessment development. If we do this right, if we do this collaboratively, and if we do this in the spirit in which we will use rigorous district assessments, the spirit of let's measure our work so we can get better at our work, we can take a bureaucratic initiative and actually make it powerful for student learning and for school improvement. Thank you for your hard work today and every day. Together, we will move forward and make our district a better place to work and to grow for the young people we serve. Thank you, and if you haven't done so already, please remember to vote. Have a good day.